Hello friends, another day here at Mike D YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. If not, at least hit that like button. Today we're coming at you with a review about inline sixes versus V6s. In my opinion, this is probably one of the better inline sixes ever made, besides, let's say, the 2JZ or the RB. And that, I think, is one of the better V6s ever made. Well, you know, like, I do like the EcoBoost. I do like the VQs in the Nissans, and I do like, you know, the 3.5 and the 3.3 variable valve timing in the Toyotas. All super reliable engines. But we're just going to talk about, you know, the pros and cons today of each one. Well, an inline six shares a single bottom end and a single top end, making it cheaper. Because the way it's designed, like two inline threes mirrored from each other, there's basically no primary forces and no secondary forces. So this is a very well balanced, high revving, easy to maintain, easy to work on motor. The few drawbacks of a front wheel, of an inline six, is that it cannot be placed in a front wheel drive car. Like a V6 is very versatile. It can be thrown in a front wheel drive or a rear wheel drive. It can actually be placed in, instead of a inline four, like on this particular car, it can come with a 2.5 liter four cylinder or the 3.3 liter V6. The drawbacks to having a straight six is it does have a high center of gravity, and it kind of, because of certain forces on the motor, it needs a double timing chain, which, you know, isn't a big deal. But generally, in my opinion, I think that inline sixes are great motors. Now we're going to come to the V6. The only shared part about this motor is a single bottom end. It has two top ends, so meaning it has like two valve covers, two sets of injectors, and two cams. So it's actually a more expensive motor to produce, but you can fit it, like I was talking about, in a front wheel drive, rear wheel drive. You can basically fit a V6 anywhere you can fit a four cylinder. They are harder to work on because they don't have as much space, and the way they're sitting, the back three cylinders, it's almost even impossible to take off and replace the spark plugs. Most of these come at a 60-degree or a 90-degree angle, and I would say the disadvantages is it sounds like a damn trumpet. On this one, on the other hand, the straight six sounds a lot better. You know, down the road, tuned with a little exhaust, anything just sounds better. And I would say some of the best motors ever made in history are, you know, the RB, the 2JZ, the straight sixes. I mean, we do talk about the reliability and everything of the V6s, but when we're talking about some of the greatest motors ever built, inline six, straight six, way to go. I mean, it's just, that right there is some of the best, most reliable. You can't throw double the amount of horsepower into that motor and expect it to be reliable. This one you can. It's a long design, it's an old design, and it's been around forever, so it's tried and true. So in my personal opinion, I would say that the inline six is better than the V6. Thanks, and have a wonderful day, guys.